Good afternoon, dear children. This is your science teacher. Now take out your science textbook and open page number 90. Dear children, yesterday we have studied about the various fiber to fabric, that is various in fabric, variety and fabrics, that is how we can produce fabrics from the yarn. And then also we have done the activities, that is activity 1 and activity 2 and activity 3. And we have also studied about the natural fibers. So natural fibers that are like plant product and animal products. So first of all, let's study about the plant fibers, that is some of the plant fiber, point number 3.3. So have you ever made wicks for oil lamps? So what do you use for making these wicks? This cotton wool is also used for the filling mattresses, quilt or pillows. Okay, so all these are made of the you can say cotton. So take some cotton wool, pull it apart and look at its edges. Okay, and that means you have to just take a cotton wool and look at these edges. What do you observe? The small thin strand that you see are made up of the cotton fiber. You can see when you minutely observe that cotton ball, you can see the small threads. So where does this cotton wool come from? So it is grown in the fields, of course, and the cotton plants are usually grown at a places having black soil. Okay, and a warm climate. That means the cotton plant always want the black soil and warm climate. So can you name some states of a country where it is grown? So the fruits of the cotton plant, that is cotton ball, it is known as the cotton ball. So in this lesson you have to just find out the states of country where the cotton is grown. Okay, so this will be your homework. I'll tell you tomorrow about this. Then are all about the sizes of lemon. Okay, these are all the sizes of lemons you can see in this picture, and are about the sizes of lemon. After maturing, the balls burst open and the seeds covered with the cotton fibers can be seen. Okay, so that cotton are come inside, cotton comes inside from the cotton fruits. Okay, so when it get matured, it get burst, and the cotton balls comes out just like this. So seen a cotton ball field that is ready for the picking. You can see this is the cotton ball field that is ready for the picking of the cotton. So it look like a field covered with a snow. Okay, that means it is white in color and it look like a field covered with a snow. So from those balls cotton is usually picked by hand. Okay, so it is done by usually manually in India, and the fibers are then separated from the seeds by combing. This process is called as the ginning of cotton. Okay, so it is necessary to separate that seeds from that particular cotton. So that's why that they use the process that is known as the ginning. So ginning was traditionally done by the hand. Okay, it is also done by the manually, and these days machines are also used for ginning. Okay, so as you know that this developing country, the cottons are used day by day, and the use of cotton get increases due to civilization and overpopulation. So that's why we it is not possible to do it manually. So that's why we adopt some kind of machine that is helps for ginning. So here you can see in this picture of 3.7 ginning of cotton. He is just ginning of cotton. Okay, that means he is just separating seeds from that cotton. So this is all about the cotton. Now let's take a look on jute. So it is also the plant product. So jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. Okay, so it is cultivated during the rainy season. Mostly the jute is grown at the rainy season, and it is cultivated in rainy season. So in India, jute is mainly grown in West Bengal, Bihar, Assam, and the jute plant is normally harvested when it is at a flowering stage. Okay, so that means not fruit stage, it is always harvested at the flowering stage, and the stem of the plant harvested plant are immersed in the water for a few days. Okay, that stems are immersed in water. That means they get soaked in the water for few days, and the stems are rot and fibers are separated by hand. Okay, so it gets immersed, or you can say soaked in water for few days, so that the stems and rot are and fibers are separated by hand. Okay, so to make fabrics, all these fibers are first converted into yarns, and but how it is done? Okay, how yarn is made up of? So you can see in this picture of 3.9, they are making yarn from the cotton. Okay, so that means they are making thread from that particular cotton. So in this type, they can also make yarn from this jute plant. So for this, let's take a look on activity fold. So hold some cotton wool in one hand and pinch some cotton between the thumb and forefinger of the other hand. Now gently start pulling out the cotton. Okay, so while continuously twisting the fibers, are you able to make a yarn? So this is very much easy process. As you know that we just take one cotton ball and just you can use your forefinger and thumb to other hand and gently start pulling out the cotton. So this will help you to make the yarn. So the process of making yarn from fibers is called the spinning. Okay, that process is known as the spinning. For making, it is the process of making yarn from the fibers. The fibers is nothing but the cotton balls. So in this process, fibers from a mass of cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. This brings the fiber together to form a yarn, and it also gives them a strongness so that the clothes are stronger. So, a simple device used for spinning is a hand spindle and also called as takli. And another hand operated device used for spinning is charkha. As you know that Gandhiji used charkha for making the cotton clothes or khadi clothes. Okay, so charkha is also one of the common instrument, or you can say device for spinning. And so use of charkha was popularized by Mahatma Gandhi as a part of the independence movement. Okay, so he encouraged people to wear clothes made up of homespun yarn termed as khadi, and shun imported that is clothes made in mills of Britain. Okay, so they just encouraged people to make their own clothes. Okay, that is the khadi clothes. So to popularize and promote khadi, the government of India constituted the body called Khadi and Village Industries Commission in 1956. So spinning of yarn on large scale is done with the help of the spinning machine. After spinning, yarns are used for making fabrics. That means spinning is very much important for, it is the, you can say, preliminary process for making the fabrics. Okay, so today we have studied what we have studied about cotton plant, jute plant, how it is made, and one activity, okay, regarding to making the yarn, and also learn about some Mahatma Gandhi and his charkha. Okay, so today this is it for this video, and tomorrow we will learn about the point number 3.5, that is yarn to fabric. That means how you can make clothes or fabric from the yarn. Okay, so this is it for today's. I hope you will understand the lesson. You are understanding the lesson. If you have any problem regarding to this lesson, you can ask me anytime. So for I will also providing you some notes, an extra question. So your homework will be, you have to just write it down in your copy. So thank you and have a nice day.